Welcome back. My name's Jim, and I've got some more ghost stories for you. We're going to talk about Forgedale a little more today, but I do want to mention that my sister Colleen and I work together on all this ghosty stuff, and I would love to put her on camera, but she's in Pennsylvania. I'm in Panama. I built this house about 15, 16 years ago, and generally I spend the winters down here. Just because I'm an old skinny guy, and Pennsylvania is really, really cold right now. Actually, right now I believe it's snowing like hell, and I don't miss it. But we'll be together in the summer. Colleen and I will do some of these in the summertime, and it'd be nice for you to get a perspective from Colleen as well. So going back to Forgedale, that was a huge a learning curve for us. Huge. We were getting better and better with the recorders. We learned to get them up higher to hear the voices better. But there's a few oddities that happen I want to talk about. I just don't understand them to this day. But I'll share them with you, and maybe someday we will get an answer. Pizza Girl. Often when we first went in, we're always very quiet because, of course, sound, our voices, will cover up any voices we get on the recorders. So we would work in silence. We would go in, put 3 recorders in the kitchen like we always did, and we would carry a 4th recorder around the house with us. We learned later that this is not optimal, but it took years to learn that. It started not too long after we were there. We were there about a year, every week for about a year. And a few weeks into it, a girl, we never learned her name, but she would ask for pizza. Pizza, pizza, in that high pitch, cute voice of hers. Pizza, pizza, bring me pizza. And week in and week out, she would ask, and I would constantly forget to bring pizza. Eventually, I remembered I had some Elio's pizza, the square one, the rectangles. I had some of them in the freezer, and I remembered at the last minute. Oh my God! So I did. I threw it in the oven, heated it up, just like I would do for myself, and put it on a paper plate. Took it with us, and I set it on the kitchen counter when I got there, and it was still there when we were done. About an hour later, but she never asked for pizza again. I don't know. It satisfied her? I'm not sure. But sometime later, maybe a couple months later, I'm not sure. Our friend Nancy was along with us. There was 3 of us there that day, and one person would sit on the back porch with headphones connected to the recorder closest to him inside the kitchen. And then the other 2 of the group would march around the house, saying hello in each room, trying to get a response out of people. And we had been doing this together for quite some time now. But we were shocked that day. In real time, which never happens. In real time, we heard something, a very hard metallic, like a circular saw blade, hit a rock, the stone wall inside the house. It was loud. Nancy come flying in from out on the porch. Colleen and I, we were close to the sound, but nothing moved. Nothing was out of place. But as soon as the sound was created, we heard Pizza Girl. She said, "Charlie, you gave me goosebumps." It was It was a, I got neighbors all over the place here, even though I'm out in the woods. Charlie, you gave me goosebumps, was outstanding because now we know who made the metal sound. And so, of course, we don't know this at the time. We go back to the house, our houses, respective houses, we listen to these recorders, we all double check each other's work. And then the next week when we come back, we start talking to Charlie, and he admits to making the noise. He never really told us why, but by this point, a few months deep into visiting this home, they were tired of us. They didn't like us. We were invading, but that was at the end of that. Colleen and I would do game nights at Forgedale. Like always, we put those 3 recorders across the kitchen, and we would sit on a couch, which is 2 rooms over. The living room's 2 rooms over. The 4th recorder we would set across from us in the living room on a table, and we would, the one game, it was Parcheesi, and I told Colleen in the beginning, I'm gonna kick your ass, and of course she doubts that strongly. As we're playing, the people in the kitchen 20 feet away were watching the game and cheering Colleen on. They were, you gotta throw the dice. They were calling for double sixes. They were, and what we were doing, we were just trying to provoke them. That provoking, I did that for a bunch of years, just to try to get a rise out of these invisible people. But every game night we played over there's another game night where I forget the name of the game, where you get a card and you ask the other person questions, and they were cheering Colleen on there too, trying to give her the answers from the kitchen. Of course we can't hear them, but perhaps they weren't sure of that. But that's what I have for you today, my friends. Thanks for checking it out. Please subscribe. It'll help me. And check out the blog under the same name, discussionsintheafterlife.com. Appreciate it. Talk soon.